My name is Alexandra Shewan. I am a registered clinical counselor here on the unceded lands of the Lekwungen and Wasanich peoples in Victoria, BC. I have a remote counseling practice, so I service folks all over the province as a registered clinical counselor. So the question that I have to answer here today is, how can I manage when hot-headed customers yell or swear at me? First and foremost, you have a right to a safe workplace. I'm gonna guess it's not part of your job description to experience verbal abuse from folks. Beyond any kind of mental health recommendations, I highly recommend you get familiar with HR policy where you work. If there is one, reach out to supports within that workplace for folks who have more power than you in that environment, who can support you and, in an ideal situation, be able to offload that kind of abuse to the people who have more agency and ability to deal with that. So if you're finding yourself kind of stuck in a situation with someone who's really escalating in the moment when there is someone who's yelling or swearing at you, it's not fair, but ideally if you can keep yourself as calm as possible, that can support that person and maybe de-escalating. If we kind of rise to meet that energy, it's more likely that it's going to continue to escalate. Oftentimes people just want to be heard. So practicing some active listening skills of reflecting back what you think they're asking of you, depending on the situation, trying to understand what it is that they're asking, and also stating clear boundaries of I'm not able to understand what it is you need when things are getting this heated or when your voice is raised. Can we take just a moment to get some clarity on what it is that you need here? There's also a model that I really like called a gentle refusal model. It sort of has 3 steps to it. Reflecting back what it is the person is asking from you. Oftentimes, if it's an inappropriate ask, if you reflect it back to the person and give them the opportunity to hear what it is they're asking from you, not all, but a lot of people will kind of check themselves and might realize okay, maybe I shouldn't be asking that right now. That's a little inappropriate. And that might de-escalate the situation right away. Stating a clear boundary. You don't have to apologize for it or say unfortunately, but if you need to sort of have some of that social priming to make things dissipate a little bit more, all the power to you. But to state clearly, I'm not able to do that. You can explain yourself. You can choose not to. Often if you explain yourself when enforcing a boundary, people will take that as an invitation to argue with it. So your choice whether you explain why you have that boundary. And then the last step is an invitation. So I'm not able to do XYZ, but what I can offer is this. To do your best to clearly communicate with folks and hopefully help you through those kinds of situations. After those kinds of situations at work, if someone has been yelling at you, swearing at you, verbally abusing you, if it's possible, take a break. If it's possible, can you leave work for the rest of the day to prioritize taking care of yourself? The measure of your worth is not how much abuse you can take, how hard you can work, how much you can produce under abusive circumstances. So if it's possible, if it's safe enough for you to do that, I encourage folks to take a step away, take a break, go home if you can, move your body a little bit, work through that stress in a way that feels good for you. Talk to a trusted person, do something creative, go for a walk outside in nature. Those are all really helpful ways to decompress and take care of yourself after having an encounter like that.